All right, and how is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good one. We are here in the theater today, but we're actually not going to work on the theater today. We're going to do some much needed landscaping outside and get some custom trees in here that are based upon the name of this province. So, gonna get those built, show you what we're gonna do with those here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my armor back on. I'm gonna head off into the wild, pick up some leaves. I've already got the pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns for some ground lighting, and we're gonna be doing some gardening today. So we will see you here in a bit. All right, welcome back. I did want to do real quick with you and just sort of show you around what we've got done here. I've kind of made some headway on a lot of these things, and I want to make sure you had a chance to see this. We've got our stage built, and in the process of putting in our sides here, these are going to be backstage. I haven't got anything back here yet. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do. Probably not going to do that on camera until we get to the interiors. We're working on the back of this the stage here. Going to get the let me get up here. Going to get this black wool up here. Get this dark oak half slabs all the way to the back here, and sort of make this as a backdrop on the stage. This is all half slabs, just kind of nice. Gives us the ability to leave the lighting low. I may put something up in right up in there as far as lighting. Kind of hidden and out of the way from everything so that you can kind of see it. So let me jump up to this level here so you can kind of see that last little bit of brick that we're going to get rid of as well. And then we got this area. Oops. Swinging at torches. Got this area up over here that we need to get done. I still got to work on the roof and so forth on this one as well. Yeah, work on the roof there, but you can kind of see here now from this spot, this vantage point right here, where we have you can't see any of it back there. It looks like a nice dark backstage kind of thing. I think that I could have done more with opening that up and so forth, but the problem is then I'd have to light it, and you can kind of see it from here. I didn't really want that, but that is enough about our theater. We are going to go out here and we're going to go work on some landscaping. So let me go gather up some supplies. I need some leaves. I need to get me some shears, and we will be I'll be right back with you here in a bit. All right, welcome back. So I got my stuff. I got a shulker box, a bunch of leaves, got my pumpkins, some coarse dirt and so forth, and we're going to start today on a path, and we're going to take, what we're going to do is we're going to get this path going first off all the way around, and I'm not sure where my entrance over here is going to be, so I'm just going to bring this path over into this general area, but I'm going to bring it down and around, and I think I'm going to take it outside of this, because this is where the wall is going to be. I'm going to come through here, and we're going to terraform this a little bit. We're going to do that right now. And go and hold. We're going to... Ooh, cave. Unlit cave. We'll deal with that here in a bit. We're going to... something to bounce off of. Did I leave somebody down there? No. We're going to bring this path around here. We're going to get these houses over here. That Brownie has been working on with the mill and so forth. These bridges and the farmhouse for Mantis. But this is the path that we're going to do. Or at least the path that I'm going to extend out here. What we're going to do is we're going to have a lot of path blocks, and we're going to have cobblestone and coarse dirt scattered throughout this path. And a more simple path rather than a a lot of stone and that kind of thing. So this is going to get torn up, and we'll relay this back down with grass and some sod, and same with this over here. And then we're going to extend that path over to the other side there. So as I say that, I just realized I don't have grass blocks. I saw some over here, but I don't think that's enough. That's a couple stacks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually head back over to our central storage. I'm going to grab a handful of grass blocks. I'm going to probably bring a shulker box back over full of them, and we're going to tear this all up. Lay down some grass blocks, get some path blocks laid into here, and then get this path hooking back around over to that direction. So let me go be unprepared again, get one more set of supplies, and then I'll bring you back here as we get started and as we got a little ways long on that thing and get going on it. So I will be back in a bit. All right, welcome back. So, let me go show you what I've been working on. I said I was going to show you that path that I was getting moving on, but I really got excited about doing the Enderwood trees that I want to do. But let's go take a look at the path over here. I just got a little bit of it done to get a feel for it. But this is what we're going to do here. I kind of straightened it out. It's just path blocks with coarse dirt and cobblestone stairs worked in. We'll use the cobblestone half slabs and stairs to go up, like this, which works out really well, and just work in some path blocks and so forth. I've also done a little bit of lighting over here, just to get a feel for it. This is my classic birch trees and pumpkins, or jack-o'-lanterns underneath there. And then we'll come back and we'll probably, I think I'm going to put some sugar cane in here. Along the edge, and some string just to keep it at different heights. I don't want to cover up the wheel, but get 2 or 3 pieces of one high sugar cane in here. I think would be looking kind of cool as well. Did a little bit of the path over on this side as well, in between the mill and the houses that are over here. So I got that going as well. And I'm still going to work on the rest of this path here, but I really wanted to jump into the tree that I want to build, sort of a custom tree that's going to be sort of the namesake for this. So what we've got is this province is called Enderwood's Hollow, and I think that it's important that, okay, if we're going to name it Enderwood, that we're going to have a wood that's going to be at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a combination tree here, and I'm going to do it right up here. So one of the first things I want to do is sort of set up a section on here. So what I've decided is that what's going to happen is, I don't have the rest of my stuff with me. I don't think I have any stone, do I? So what I wanted to do is to say that this tree is special in the fact that it doesn't grow necessarily just on dirt like you would normally see it. We're going to put it right here is what we're going to do. So let me pull this out of the way. Well, what we're going to do with it, what I'm going to say is going to happen is that this tree grows inside a stone, and that's where it takes root, and it's going to have a sprawling root system, even on the smaller ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pillar up right here. I'm not sure how high up this is, other than if I fall off this way, I'm probably going to die. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that part of what it does when it does its root system is that it does sprawl, and I'm going to use a dark oak as well in this sprawling root system. And we're going to have stuff like this. It's going to come over. Some of this will probably get covered up with snow, but that's fine. because you know, as we've built it and are doing our work with it, we know what's really going on in here, how this is all set up, and how this is going to look in here. And we want this to come down into the sort of down and into this area in here as well, as part of the I think we want that as still stone. Okay, let's come over this direction. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna cheat because we're gonna see that one. Yeah, I'm gonna make that like that. Yeah, I like the look of that. Yeah, and that's going to be our underwood. So it's going to be always in the stone, and its trunk is going to be spruce with a little bit of dark oak mixed in, just to give it that dark, that two-tone look and feel to it. And it's going to have a deep root system that's going to sprawl out into the stone. And I think that is how I'm going to do that. So I think that it's going to look pretty good down there. So let's jump down there real quick. Yeah, kind of see that up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably work in some andesite and some cobble up into there, or gravel, where the roots have sort of beaten up the stone a little bit. I think that'll be an interesting look to it. All right, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to get some leaves going. So first thing I want to do is put my wood back and get me some dirt. And what we're going to do is we're going to have some spruce leaves. And I don't know if you've ever seen any spruce trees, but they don't always, you know, you see the 3, 4, 5, yeah, the Christmas tree look where it's all filled in, right? That's one way a spruce tree will grow. 2, 3, 4, 5. But in reality, when you're out in the wild and in the forest, they don't always fill in all the way. They're often got sections of them where they're not filled in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically fill this all in as a full tree, not in a couple layers in here, and then I'm going to skip a little bit. So it's going to have a very, I think, distinct look to it. And then we're going to come back and basically mess it up. What we'll do is we'll add some other leaves in here as well. I'm using the spruce leaves to begin with to fill it in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and put in an oak leaf mix in here up inside of it, so that when you're looking into the tree, you're getting a couple different hints of the green in it as well. So that's kind of the idea behind it. So let me get this this first couple of layers in here done, and sort of show you the overall general shape that I'm looking for with this, and then I will come back and we will start getting out the shears and start looking at it from a different perspective. Start taking out some of the leaves and getting a different shape to it. So I want to build a more general shape, and then we'll go from there. So let me take a stab at this, and then I will be back in a second. All right, and welcome back. So you can see what we're doing here as far as the general shape. Now this is the general shape. So this is what we're going to start with. And then what we're going to do is we're going to refine it. So let's take a spin around over here and look at some of these other trees. You can see this other spruce tree right here. You can see how it curves in and so forth, and then sort of bulges out from the top. These are all the Minecraft generated ones, and that's kind of what we have here. It's got a sort of a spot on the top, sort of got another bulge right here, another opening, and then a more complete bulge over here as far as the space. So what I want to do is we're going to jump over to here. Gotta love ender pearls. So what I want is I actually want in spots for this to come down some, a little bit more. I want to have this drooping a little bit, coming down, and almost sagging a little bit, down like this, you know, down on these areas, and over here. And a lot of, I found that a lot of the custom, you know, when you're making these custom trees and so forth, that a lot of it is just about starting to place stuff and seeing what happens. So the next thing I need to do is I need to get me some oak leaves and a set of shears. So let's see here. Let's get some of these things out of the way. No, I'm going to need ender pearls because we're going to have to be looking at this as we come and go. So, whoops. We're going to take out some of these center leaves here. And we're going to put in some oak leaves in there. And the reason I want to mix the oak leaves in there is that I think it's going to give a greener effect, as well as give it a little bit of change in the texture as well. And I think that that's going to make it like, again, you know, it is a custom tree. It's a unique tree to this area, and that's sort of my idea behind it, is that because it is unique to the area, it is something special in this particular province, that it does have sort of a unique look and feel to it. That's going to be different than everything else. I'm going to fall. Just see it coming right now. But I think that that's sort of part of what's going to make this this tree different from everything else in the area. And let's get a few more in here. And let's do that. Alright, so that's that one. And there's not going to be necessarily a lot of these up here. So one of the things I want to do is gonna give this some shape too in here. That's gonna be different. We're gonna get some snow on here, which I think would be kind of cool. Some of this is gonna grow down a little bit. Work in some oak leaves. I think we need to put oak right there and right there. Right there. Sort of fill this out. And what's going to happen is we're going to put some more leaves. We're going to put leaves in, and then we're going to come back and we're going to take some of them out. I found that custom trees is not an exact science. It's just a matter of starting placing stuff, taking a look at it, and seeing where it goes. You know, it's about trying different things. So that's kind of what it's about. So let's take a look there. Oak leaf there. Oak leaf there. Maybe an oak leaf there. And then, so I was thinking about, I want that unique shape. I want that bulb shape on the top. I think that's going to be the signature thing there. But I think it's okay if some of these are oak leaves. But I don't want, you'd naturally want to put another spot right here that pops out. But I kind of want this box look to that top area, mostly just to be different. Like I said, let's see. If we're going to land on the top, we're going to go over the side. We landed on top. Awesome. But we left ourselves a friend down there, so we'll take care of him. But I think it's going to be something different. So let's go take a look at it from over here, which I think was the best view. Yeah, there we go. I know the snow's going around and it's kind of hard to see, but you can really see that this is becoming something unique as far as the tree shape. Yeah, I'm liking that. Our little cockroach friend right there. It's kind of difficult to see with the snow, and I think the snow adds something to it as well on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fine-tune this, I think, a little bit, and then probably get another one up over in this area. I'm going to replace some of this dirt with stone so that it fits our theme, and then I'll pop back over here in a bit. So let me get working on that, on getting this done, and on this one, and then I'll bring you back in. Alright, welcome back. So, got a second tree built here. I think this is looking pretty good. It hasn't snowed since I put it into place, since all the branches are clear, but I really do like the way that looks. I've worked in some gravel and andesite and cobbling over here. I think a little bit more work to do over in this one, but I do like the way it generally looks as far as it's working its way through the stone there, and as well as this one over here. I think that works out really well, sort of a unique feel to these trees. But that is what I got time for today on this episode. So I'd love to hear your feedback on it. If you got any suggestions, I can always improve my tree building. So if you have any ideas, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. I'll also